I'm Alan Coe. I'm the independent chair of Wolverhampton Safeguarding Adults Board. I lead up, as an independent person, a range of organisations and professionals who have a direct interest in adult safeguarding. To be more specific, safeguarding is not just about abuse. Our common view is it's something to do with people being physically hit or possibly sexually assaulted, people who are vulnerable and can't protect themselves. It's a lot more than that. It's about prevention, and that's why it's called safeguarding. It covers people who might be abused financially, but it also covers things like the quality of practice that people have a right to expect in residential care homes or nursing homes or hospitals. They can become situations where we're talking about abuse, because if time and time again a particular nursing home seems to be getting people admitted to hospital because of bed sores, it suggests poor practice. So a lot of what we're about is promoting really good standards of care through training, through development of staff, and trying to make sure wherever possible people don't get hurt in the first place. So what happens when a report is made, when somebody reports that they have a concern that somebody living in the community and who may be vulnerable is being abused? That is in the hands of experts. I chair a board that makes sure that all the organisations take this seriously. In Wolverhampton there are specially trained and experienced social workers who undertake safeguarding inquiries, and it's important that you have experienced staff that people can feel confident in, and you feel and you know that they know what they're doing. That team have a really important role in ensuring that people feel confident that if there is a problem, they're going to be, that their concern, their inquiry is going to be handled sensitively and appropriately. It's not going to be an issue where by making an inquiry suddenly there are a whole range of professionals taking over your life and managing it in a way that you hadn't begun to contemplate. Sometimes the kinds of abuse that are reported go beyond something which can be easily addressed. Sometimes we are talking about a crime. Clearly it is wrong if you steal thousands of pounds from a vulnerable person. Clearly it is wrong if you abuse somebody in your care to the extent that they need a hospital admission to address the injuries they've sustained. For all those reasons, there are occasions when the police get involved. That's not a process that runs out of control. We work very closely and in partnership with the police services. That is the whole reason why we have a safeguarding board. We have a clear procedure for doing this, and the first thing we do is share what information we know and discuss what kind of approach might get the results that we want. By that I mean, first of all, to make sure the person is now safe, and secondly, if a crime has been committed, to investigate that crime and, where appropriate, bring it to court. That is an important part of what we do. It's not the majority of circumstances where the police are involved, but where they do, we use specially trained staff who know the services well, know how to deal and investigate any situation in a sensitive way. People are sometimes wary to report concerns that they have. They're slightly concerned about what the implications might be. What are they starting? What might be the consequence of them phoning up saying they have suspicions about the care of a neighbour? Those things are understandable. There can't be total guarantees that your anonymity can be protected, but under most circumstances it is. We want to be in a position where people feel confident that something that was worrying them in the first place has been dealt with, investigated and properly brought to a conclusion. And I think most people actually recognise that. If there is a misunderstanding, People would rather that misunderstanding was investigated, and then everybody realises why the person first of all made a referral and why now it has been resolved. It can cause a little tension, but I think that is far more an important matter than ignoring something which may turn out to be extremely serious, and at a later time you may regret not saying something. If you need to get in touch with us, you contact the adult assessment team on a Wolverhampton telephone number 55 11 99.